guys, Sandra here of the blog with sensible-mom.com. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be showing you some of our meals that we are enjoying living this whole foods plant-based lifestyle. And well, not all of our foods are going to be whole foods plant-based, and you guys will see that as well because we still have plenty of meat and some other foods in our pantry and freezer that we're going to be using up probably at least for the next 6 months or so. But anyway, I'm going to show you some of our meals this week and kind of show you a little bit of the process in making the meals too. So today we're going to be having tostadas, and so we made some pinto beans, and my husband just made these in our pressure cooker. So you can make the beans very quickly there. I soaked them for a couple of days. Really, you only need to soak them overnight, but I ended up soaking them for a couple of days, and that's just fine. You can do that too. They are perfect. And so I'm going to take these over to the stove, and I'm going to mash them up for the tostadas. And then over here, I've got some lettuce that I chopped up a little bit ago, and I also cut open a lemon, and I also chopped up some tomatoes a little bit ago. And then I've got a little bit of salt if anybody wants to add a little bit of extra salt. And so we're going to have basically bean tostadas, so no meat, with I will show you guys what the sides are going to be, or people can take the sides and put them on top of the tostadas. They can do whatever they want, and I'll show you guys just a little bit more of that right here. Okay, so right here on my stove, I'm just cooking some organic sweet corn that we got from Costco. We love the sweet corn, and I used to always cook it with salt, pepper, and butter. And I'm trying not to use butter too much anymore. We do have a lot of butter still to use up because I did buy quite a bit over the holidays before we decided to kind of make the switch in our diet. But I'm not adding it to the corn anymore. I thought about what I could do to give the corn flavor other than salt and pepper. I'm still fine with that. But, you know, without the butter, I thought, what can I do to give the corn some extra flavor? And I thought, why don't I add some vegetable broth? So that is what I have been doing. I just add a little bit of vegetable broth, whereas before I would have just put a little bit of water in the pan with the butter, salt, and pepper. And I used to cook it that way. Now I just add in the vegetable broth, and the corn is delicious. And then over here, this is not quite done yet, but this is something super easy. We had bought the 6 packs of Rice-A-Roni, of the chicken Rice-A-Roni from, I think it was from Sam's Club. Sam's Club is where we would buy those. And we had quite a bit. We probably had like 12 to 18 because we had at least, like I said, we would buy 6 packs. So we probably had 2 or 3 6-packs to use up when we decided we were going to mostly change how we were eating. So we are using a box of that today, and that is what is in here. I will show you guys what the Rice-A-Roni looks like when it's all done, but I'm sure you guys probably already know, because some of you may make this for your family, and I know my family does love it, and we're gonna miss it a little bit, but we can still have it on special occasions here and there once we use it all up. But anyway, I will get back to you guys once my Rice-A-Roni is done, and I make a plate with a tostada. All right, so here is my daughter's plate. She's got her rice, her corn, and a lovely bean tostada. And this is what is for dinner. Hey guys, so for lunch today, we're just keeping it really simple. I just made some spaghetti for my kids, and I'm feeding 5 children. And then I just made up some more Rice-A-Roni because my kids really like this, and we didn't have any left over yesterday after we ate dinner because you guys saw that I made some of this last night. So I made some more of that. And then I just washed up some grapes, put them in a bowl. I do this very often, and we've got some grapes here. And then we've also got some cuties, little mandarin oranges, and I do this often as well. And here's what it looks like. This is my son David's plate. He's got some spaghetti here, and I just mixed in a little bit of nutritional yeast, and then he's got some Parmesan cheese on top because we are still going through that. And I got some rice on the plate for him because he likes rice and he likes grapes and oranges. And this is what is for lunch today. Hey guys, so for dessert today, I made a mixed berry cobbler, and it looks and smells so amazing. I'm really excited about this recipe. I got it from Plant Based on a Budget. I just tweaked it a little bit and added in some fresh lemon juice, and instead of using just regular flour, I use bread flour, so we'll see how it turns out with that. But I'm really excited about it because it just looks so good. And then to go with that, I just made some nice cream with our Yonanas maker. It literally took me just a few minutes, probably 3-4 minutes, and boom, we've got nice cream. I froze some bananas earlier today, and then we had some pineapple that we had frozen I don't know, a few weeks ago, and so I just popped that in our Yonanas maker, and in no time we have nice cream, and anyone who wants to can have that with their cobbler. And this is what is for dessert today. Hey guys, so I completely forgot to film what we were having for lunch today. I meant to show you guys that we were having French toast, and we just had some Trader Joe's hash browns along with the French toast, and I just totally forgot. So this is what we have left over, and I'm gonna wrap this up and I'm gonna put this away. I made French toast that was completely dairy-free, egg-free, and just totally vegan and plant-based and delicious. I just used my regular French toast recipe, and in place of eggs, I used applesauce, and I just completely left the butter out. And instead of using just regular milk, I used our Oatly oat milk, the full-fat kind, and the French toast comes out delicious. My kids absolutely love it. And this is what we had for lunch today. So for dinner tonight, I'm making potato leek soup, and I'll have the recipe that's on my blog linked down in the description box below. Although I am making a few changes. For instance, I'm not using any oil, and I am going to add in some frozen organic sweet corn that we were able to find at corn on the cob anyway, that we were able to find at Whole Foods. So I'm going to be adding that to the soup, and so the soup has potatoes in it. It has baby bella mushrooms, and I was able to get these for only $1.99 pre-sliced, which was really nice. Nice to get those on sale. And then here are my leeks, and like I said, I'm going to add in some corn and then some vegetable broth, and I'm probably also going to add in some water besides the vegetable broth. I'm going to season with salt and pepper, and also this is not in the original recipe, but since we have our wonderful little garden in here inside of our house, and we have fresh basil growing and fresh parsley growing, I'm going to be adding those in as well. So I just chopped some, and I'm just going to be adding those to the soup just to give it even more wonderful flavor. And I'll show you guys what the soup looks like when it is all done. So my soup is cooking up nicely. It's not finished yet, but while it cooks, I am just enjoying a cup of coffee with my favorite Silk Almond Creamer. This is the sweet and creamy kind, and I love it. And then over here, I've got some rice that I've started cooking here in this pan. And it's just the Success boil in a bag, quick cooking rice. And I like making this to add to soups, and so that's what I'm doing back there. And in this pan, I am going to be making some pasta. I do this often when I'm making soups. I will make a separate pan of pasta so that people can enjoy some pasta with their soup. And I just do that separately. So I'm going to be making some pasta, and so I've got some water here and just seasoned my water with a little bit of salt And once that starts boiling, I will add in my pasta. Alright guys, so here is the finished soup. This is my daughter's bowl, and as you can see, she's got some pasta in here, potatoes, mushrooms, a little bit of leeks, the corn, and I'm serving this along with some corn tortillas just because we're Mexican and we love having tortillas with soups. And then right before I put this on the table, I'm just going to add in a splash of lime juice just to give the soup another burst of flavor. And this is what is for dinner. Hey guys, so for lunch today we are having some conchitas. My husband made this dish today. It is a Mexican pasta soup dish, and it is medium shells with some potatoes in it. It's cooked in vegetable broth, and it's also flavored with green peppers and onions, but my husband really doesn't like those in his bowl, neither do my kids, so usually I'm the one that eats those parts of the dish. But this is absolutely delicious, and it's full of flavor, and we're having it along with some corn tortillas, and this is what is for lunch today. Hey guys, so for dinner today we are having a bit of a buffet. I made back here some potato chowder. I very loosely followed Mary McDougall's recipe for potato chowder. I left out the milk, and well, she just said that you needed to put non-dairy milk in the chowder before you finished cooking it, and I just completely left that out because I didn't feel like it needed it. And then instead of parsley, I used cilantro because that's what we've got growing. We do have some fresh parsley too. Her recipe called for dried parsley, and I changed probably a few other things, a few of the spices, and it turned out delicious. I will link her recipe down below if I can, and you guys can check it out if you'd like to. Like I said, I just loosely followed it, and I think it turned out fantastic. Again, this is potato chowder, and we're going to enjoy this with some crackers for whoever wants that. And then my husband cooked up some lentils to make some lentil tacos. So we're just warming our pan here, and I've got the tortillas there. And for whoever wants some, we're going to have lentil tacos. This is going to be our first time trying that out. And then for whoever's not really feeling adventurous, I just made some spaghetti, and they can have that. And then back here, I just cooked up some, you guys have seen this before, the Rice-A-Roni, the chicken Rice-A-Roni, chicken flavored Rice-A-Roni, because we still have some of that to get through. And then I'll show you what I've got going on the counter. Over here on the counter, I just chopped up some fresh cilantro from our little indoor garden, and we're going to use this to top our lentil tacos. And then we only have just a little bit of chives growing, and I didn't want to chop too many, so I just took a few chives and chopped those up just to garnish the soup with. And right here, I just chopped up some lettuce and tomatoes for the tacos. And then whoever wants to can have some fresh melon. I cut that up along with some fresh pineapple. And then we've just got some Trader Joe's saltines to go with the potato chowder. And this is what is for dinner. Hey guys, so for dinner today we are having fideo, which is just another Mexican pasta soup, basically. And my husband made this. There's some potatoes in here. There's bell peppers, onions, and some cilantro for flavoring, garlic, vegetable broth, and it's just delicious once it all comes together. And we usually have this with tortillas, but I decided to go ahead and make some bread. So we're having this alongside these very delicious, they're called bolillos, and it's a recipe that I got from Dora's Table. I think she's it's a very new to me recipe, a very new to me blog, and she, I think, is a vegan, plant-based recipe blogger. And so I saw this recipe and I pinned it, and I decided just to go ahead and make it today. And these are fantastic. There's only 5 ingredients in here, and so I I loosely followed her recipe and her directions. I didn't do it exactly like her, but they still turned out delicious and fantastic. And because I let mine, she used active yeast, I used quick rise yeast, and I let mine just hang out a little bit longer because we had some things to do, and so I let them rise longer, and yeah, so I just changed a few things, not much, but they are absolutely fantastic. Her recipe only makes 6 big ones, and I went ahead and I made smaller ones. So I actually made 11, but we only have 5 left because we already ate 6 of them because they were just so warm and delicious right out of the oven. So my kids have already had some. My husband and I shared one, and these are just fantastic. And this is a recipe I will definitely be making again. I will link the original recipe down below. Like I said, I just tweaked it, slightly, but kept it mostly the same. And like I said, these are fabulous. So we're gonna have these along with some delicious fideo for dinner today. Hey guys, so for lunch today we had, or are having, lentils. So my husband made some more lentil taco meat, and some of the kids had lentil sandwiches with some French bread, and then some of the kids had lentil tacos, and then my husband and I, we're gonna eat now, and we've got lentils in the bottom of our bowls. And then my husband made some cauliflower fried rice, and it's delicious with tons of veggies. And so we just put the fried rice on top of the lentil taco, sort of taco meat, but obviously it's not a meat. And then we're just going to top it with some lettuce and tomato, and then some lemon, and we are going to enjoy this delicious lunch now that the kids have already eaten. Hey guys, so for dinner today we are having tostadas with Mexican rice and some corn. So I've got corn back here, and then right here my husband is just cooking up some onions and mushrooms to put on top of the tostadas for whoever wants to do that. And then right here I am just smashing some beans and cooking, just warming them through. We made them in the pressure cooker yesterday, and so I just took some out, and I am just, like I said, just warming them through and smashing them. And then some of my kids might like to have a burrito instead of tostadas, so I'm just heating my pan over here. This has really become my new tortilla pan, so I'm just heating that pan back there for whoever wants a burrito. And then over here we've got our toppings. I just cut up a lime, and we don't normally buy these holy guacamole things, but we bought them one day, and we didn't use them up. We only used a few, so we threw them in the freezer, and I'm just defrosting one here for anyone who would like a little bit of avocado. We usually just like to buy fresh avocado if we are having avocado. And then I just chopped up some lettuce. We've also got some tomatoes that are chopped up, and some fresh cilantro from our indoor garden. And then right here I've just got the tostadas and our burrito tortillas. And then here is the Mexican rice that I made. Turned out really great, and this is completely oil-free. And I've learned that in order to make Mexican rice and not have it come out all like gooey and everything, is just to really toast it. And I just have to toast it a little extra when I'm not making it with oil, and it turns out really fantastic. So we've got that, and people can either put that on their tostadas, in their burrito, or just have it as a side. And this is what is for dinner, and that's all for this video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and there will be more videos like this coming in the future. If you did enjoy it, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.